diving deep into the intricate dynamics of twin flame relationships, I want to take you on a journey into one of the most poignant questions that keeps many awakened souls up at night. Does the runner twin flame really miss their chaser? You know what's fascinating about this question? It touches the very core of what makes twin flame connections so uniquely challenging and beautiful. It's not just about missing someone in the conventional sense. We're talking about a soul-deep yearning that defies ordinary relationship dynamics. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine feeling an inexplicable pull towards someone that's so powerful it actually scares you into running away, yet simultaneously creates an unmistakable void when you're apart. That's the paradox twin flame runner face every single day. And that this isn't your typical case of missing someone. It's more like missing a vital part of yourself that you didn't even know existed until you met your twin. The runner's experience is particularly complex because they're often caught in an internal tug of war between their soul's recognition of the connection and their ego's fear of its intensity. Think about it. Have you ever felt so drawn to someone that the very intensity of the connection made you want to run in the opposite direction? That's exactly what we're dealing with here. The runner's experience isn't about simple attraction or attachment. It's about facing a mirror that reflects both their deepest potential and their deepest wounds. Before we dive deeper into this fascinating dynamic, let's acknowledge something important. Every twin flame journey is unique, yet they all share this common thread of intense magnetic pull, coupled with an equally intense urge to resist it. It's this very tension that makes the runner's experience so compelling, and often so misunderstood. So let's explore the hidden depths of the runner's emotional landscape together. Trust me, what we're about to uncover might just change your entire perspective on the twin flame journey. You know that feeling when your heart wants one thing, but your feet are carrying you in the opposite direction? That's exactly what twin flame runners experience. A profound internal battle that feels like being torn between two magnetic forces. Let me share something fascinating I've observed in my practice. Runners often describe their experience as being caught in an emotional whirlpool. It's like having your favorite song playing in another room. You can hear it, you're drawn to it, but something keeps you from walking through that door to fully embrace it. The pull is constant, yet the resistance feels equally powerful. Think of it like a moth circling a flame, drawn to the light, yet afraid of getting too close. The runner's soul recognizes the connection's magnificence, while their ego frantically tries to protect them from what it perceives as a threat to their carefully constructed world. It's a dance of approach and retreat that plays out in the deepest chambers of their heart. What makes this dynamic particularly intriguing is its involuntary nature. As one runner confided, "It feels like I'm homesick for a place I'm terrified to return to." This sentiment perfectly captures the paradoxical nature of the runner's experience. They miss their twin flame with an intensity that often surprises them, yet they continue to maintain their distance. The truth is, runners aren't just running from their twin flame. They're running from the magnitude of their own feelings. Imagine discovering that you suddenly have superhuman strength. It might feel overwhelming, scary even. That's what the connection feels like to runners. Too powerful, too real, too transformative to handle all at once. But here's the beautiful twist. The very act of running actually intensifies the missing. Every attempt to suppress the connection only serves to highlight its presence in their life. The runner might be physically distant, but emotionally they're more entangled than ever. What's truly remarkable is how this internal struggle ultimately serves as a catalyst for profound personal growth. Through the very act of running and the subsequent feelings of missing their twin, runners are forced to confront their deepest fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs. It's as if the universe designed this dynamic specifically to trigger the most powerful transformation possible. So remember, when you're wondering if your runner misses you, know that they're not just missing you, they're grappling with the entire universe of emotions and revelations that your connection has awakened within them. Their running isn't a rejection of you, it's their soul's temporary retreat while they gather the strength to face the magnitude of what you share together. Let me share something profound about twin flame runners that most people never see. Their silent suffering is perhaps the most intense part of their journey. Imagine carrying an ocean of emotions inside you, but having to pretend you're walking through a desert. That's the daily reality for runners. You see, runners often embody what I call the dark nature archetype, not in a negative way, but in the sense of being deeply introspective, guarded, and internally complex. They're like those beautiful deep-sea creatures that only reveal their true luminescence in the darkest depths. On the surface, they might appear strong, stubborn, even dismissive, but beneath that carefully constructed facade lies an ocean of suppressed emotions. I remember one woman who perfectly captured this dynamic when she said, "It feels like I'm carrying around a secret galaxy inside me that I can't show to anyone." She would go about her daily life, successful career, active social life, even dating others, while privately writing pages of unsent letters to her twin flame every night. This is the essence of the runner's paradox. They suffer most intensely in their moments of solitude. The guilt they carry is particularly fascinating. It's like they're simultaneously the lock and the key to their own emotional prison. They build these incredible emotional fortifications, walls so high and thick that sometimes even they forget what they're protecting. But here's the thing about walls. They don't just keep others out. They keep all those intense emotions locked inside. What makes this problem even more acute is that knowledgeable people call it emotional echoing, moments when they feel their twin flame's presence so strongly that it physically hurts. They might be in the middle of a business meeting, at a party, or lying in bed at night when suddenly they're overwhelmed by a wave of emotion so powerful it takes their breath away. Yet they've become masters at maintaining their composure, at pushing these feelings down deeper. The truth is, runners aren't running from love. They're running from the intensity of their own capacity to feel. It's like discovering you have superhuman strength but being terrified of breaking everything you touch. This fear of their own emotional depth often leads them to cry alone, to process their pain in isolation, because showing vulnerability feels like removing their last line of defense. But here's what's beautiful about this silent suffering. It's actually a crucial part of their spiritual awakening. Every tear shed in private, every moment of suppressed longing, every battle between heart and mind is slowly but surely cracking open their protective shell, preparing them for the profound transformation that awaits. Remember, dear souls, when a runner builds walls, they're not just trying to keep their twin flame out. They're desperately trying to keep their own overwhelming love contained. Their silence isn't rejection, it's protection. Their distance isn't absence, it's presence turned inward. Their suffering isn't meaningless, it's the cocoon from which their transformation will eventually emerge. In the end, this silent suffering serves a higher purpose. It's teaching runners that true strength lies not in the walls we build, but in the courage to let them fall when the time is right. Think about those moments when you suddenly get a thought about someone, and seconds later, they call or text. Now multiply that sensation by 1,000. That's what runners experience with their twin flame. It's like having a radio constantly playing in the background of their consciousness, tuned to their twin's frequency. One runner once shared with me, "It feels like carrying around a piece of someone else's soul inside my chest, and no matter how hard I try to silence it, it keeps singing." The fascinating thing about this energetic connection is its persistence, despite physical distance or time apart. I've witnessed runners who moved across continents, started new lives, even married other people, yet they couldn't escape the subtle hum of their twin's energy. It's like trying to outrun your own shadow. The faster you run, the more it keeps pace with you. This constant energetic presence often manifests in unexpected ways. Runners frequently report experiencing what I call cosmic echoes, suddenly tasting their twin's favorite food, smelling their perfume in an empty room, or feeling waves of emotions that don't belong to them. The mystery deepens when we consider how this connection actually strengthens during separation. Runners often find themselves more attuned to their twin's energy when they're trying hardest to block it out. They might wake up in the middle of the night knowing their twin is thinking of them, or feel an overwhelming urge to reach out during significant moments in their twin's life without any logical explanation. But here's what makes this phenomenon truly extraordinary. This energetic connection serves as a catalyst for spiritual growth. Every time runners try to suppress it, they're forced to confront deeper layers of themselves. It's like having a spiritual GPS that keeps recalculating the route back to authenticity, no matter how many detours they take. Remember, dear souls, when runners say they can't feel you anymore, they're not being entirely truthful, not even to themselves. The truth is, they feel you so deeply that it frightens them. This connection isn't just about missing someone. It's about being constantly reminded of the ultimate truth, that love transcends all physical boundaries and that some bonds are simply eternal. This unbreakable energetic connection is perhaps the universe's most beautiful way of saying that some loves are meant to be, regardless of how far we run or how hard we try to forget. It's not just a connection, it's a divine reminder that we are all part of something far greater than our individual journeys. Let me share something profound with you about the twin flame journey that often goes unnoticed. The separation isn't just about distance, it's about parallel healing paths that ultimately lead to the same destination. What makes this journey so incredibly powerful is its synchronistic nature. While the chaser is working through their abandonment wounds, learning to stand in their power, the runner is simultaneously confronting their deepest fears about intimacy and vulnerability. It's like two mountains being carved by different winds, yet somehow forming perfect mirror images of each other. The healing that happens during separation isn't just individual, it's collective, affecting both twins simultaneously through their energetic connection. This parallel healing journey often manifests in mysterious ways. While one twin might be actively working on their self-worth through therapy or spiritual practices, the other might be unconsciously confronting the same issues through life circumstances. It's like two people reading different chapters of the same book, ultimately arriving at the same profound understanding. The beauty of this process lies in its divine orchestration. You see, the universe doesn't waste energy. Every moment of separation serves a higher purpose. The pain you feel isn't just pain, it's transformation in motion. What's truly fascinating is how this healing journey often brings twins to similar realizations at different times through different experiences. One twin might learn about self-love through solitude, while the other discovers it through challenging relationships. Yet somehow they both arrive at the same spiritual understanding, like two rivers taking different paths, but eventually merging into the same ocean. Remember, this isn't just about healing old wounds. It's about preparing both twins for a union that transcends ordinary relationships. Every tear, every moment of growth, every breakthrough is creating the foundation for something extraordinary. The universe isn't keeping you apart. It's preparing you for a coming together that will shake the foundations of your world in the most beautiful way possible. Trust in this process, for it is through these parallel healing journeys that both twins rise to their highest potential, ready to create something truly magical together. Your separation isn't a punishment. It's a preparation for a love story that will inspire generations to come. You know what's truly fascinating about the twin flame journey? It's not really about missing someone. It's about coming home to yourself. When we ask, does the runner miss the chaser? We're actually touching on something much deeper than simple longing or romantic feelings. The truth is, runners don't just miss their twin flame, they miss a part of themselves they've been trying to run from. It's like having a reflection in the mirror that follows you everywhere, showing you exactly what you need to heal within yourself. The running isn't about escape. It's about the profound transformation that needs to happen before reunion becomes possible. The runner's apparent absence is actually a catalyst for both twins to grow, heal, and evolve into their highest selves. The missing, the longing, the separation, these are all sacred parts of the journey that serve a higher purpose. So if you're the chaser, know that your runner's absence doesn't mean they don't care. And if you're the runner, understand that it's okay to feel both the pull toward your twin and the need to focus on your own healing journey. The key is to trust in divine timing and remember that true union begins with self-love and inner wholeness. After all, the most beautiful reunions often come after the deepest separations, not because of chance, but because both the twins have done the necessary inner work to create a foundation strong enough to support the intensity of true twin flame union.